Hi, I'm Chris Jube, and I want to show you how to write Lincoln Douglas debate cases that win. Now, I own and operate a publishing company called Monument Members. You can check it out at monumentmembers.com. I'll have a link below. You may be wondering, why would I teach my customers how to write their own cases? Doesn't that take the magic away of me making money? Quite frankly, I want debaters to learn how to write their own cases. In fact, I hire a lot of my debaters who afterwards, after they've gone through 4, 5, 6 years of debating, to write for Monument Members. Because there's a very legitimate educational philosophy called modeling. When you download our cases, you really do learn how to write a good debate case. And that's what this video is going to go into more detail about. How to write your own Lincoln Douglas debate case that win. There is a structure to it that is predictable. And if you learn that structure, then the strategy falls into place and you're able to write your own cases all year long. I'm going to define and explain 3 aspects to a debate case. And these aspects flow in a specific structure. The structure is predictable. When you understand the traditional structure of a debate case, you will be able to write your own debate cases and do quite well. Let me tell you the structure right off the bat. There's the value, there's a criterion of that value, and then there's contentions below that. Now, your debate league has a specific resolution that you need to prepare for a tournament. For example's sake, I'm going to give you this resolution, which is kind of a hot value topic today, and I think is worth debating. Safety is more important than freedom. The affirmative would say, yes, safety is more important than freedom. The negative would say, no, freedom is more important than safety. So you're going to choose the affirmative or the negative side, and you have to back that up with the value, which is our first aspect to the Lincoln Douglas debate case. A value is an external measure of weighing the resolution. It serves as a weighing mechanism to affirming or negating the resolution. In our example, the affirmative would say, hey, safety is great, and the negative would say, hey, freedom's great, but it goes back and forth without a weighing mechanism to declare which side should win. Now, I think this debate is pretty timely because the safety folks believe in life. They want to save lives. Safety, therefore, affirm the resolution of safety. On the other hand, the freedom people, what are they valuing really? Well, how about quality of life? They don't want to be shackled with masks on and sanctioned and blah, blah, blah. Do you see the conflict here? So affirmative values life, negative values quality of life. Boom, you got your values and you got your debate. See how that works? But life and quality of life can be defined in different ways or can be measured in different ways. So it's almost like the measurement that you're using, the value, sometimes needs some clarification, and that's where a criterion comes in. And that's the second aspect of a winning Lincoln Douglas debate case, the criterion. A criterion is a means and measurement for the value. It helps a judge kind of carry the value in and say, okay, yeah, this is what it's about. So the safety folks on the affirmative side are valuing life, correct? What if they had some sort of defining factor of life, maybe a healthy life, okay? So health could be the criterion that helps support life. On the negative side, you have the freedom folks. What could carry the water for freedom? Because freedom unchecked is chaos. But what if it was democratic freedom? Then it could get very specific about the kinds of freedoms that we're talking about giving up for the sake of safety. Do you see how that could be a more defined, a deeper debate over how to affirm or negate this resolution? So you have value, criterion. Now you get into the meat of your case, which is your contentions. Now there's all sorts of ways to write a few contentions. I'm going to give you the most basic way to write a 3 contention. Remember, 3 is the magic number.
3 is a magic number.
That upholds your value and either affirms or negates the resolution. But I have to give you a little bit of a lesson on logic. There's a thing called a syllogism. You probably have heard it before in logic classes or something. The most basic syllogism is very mathematic in logic. It's A plus B equals C. There's a major premise, a minor premise, and a conclusion. That conclusion should be the resolution. So the resolution on the affirmative side is safety is more important than freedom. You might have something like this. Life is important, safety is important, therefore a life must be safe. On the negative side, these are the freedom folks. Freedom is important, quality of life is important, therefore we must have freedom to have quality of life. You see how that works? You're kind of developing a speech now. Now fill in the blanks, fill in the resources, fill in the statistics, fill in the application. Try to find examples that justify that and validate that logical syllogism you just made. And you know what? If it isn't working, maybe you have to go back to your value, or you try Criterion, or adjust your syllogism because you're discovering that your logic doesn't work very well. That's what the champions do, you guys. They go back and they're constantly reworking and evaluating their case and making it better and better and better. That's it. That's that's how you write a basic case. So with your resolution, read it, figure out the value, a criterion, a few contentions, start filling in your data, and writing Lincoln Douglas speeches should be somewhat easy, and you most likely will win. So we'll see you at some tournaments, and I hope to see some awesome winning cases.